Let's get started. Let's get started. Guys and gals, ladies and gents, if you're stoked to hear from one of the best of all time tonight, I need you to make some noise. I need you to make some noise. Guys, well, let's get started. Let's dial in. Let's dial in. Let's calm the chatter. Guys, welcome to week 7 of Grit Boot Camp. We get to hear tonight from, like I said, literally one of the best of all time, 6-time Golden Door champ, guys, 6 years in a row. He went 6 for 6, Cody Olive. Guys, could not be more stoked for you guys to hear from Cody. Myself, I know that I'm going to learn something tonight from Cody, and I'm going to talk about Cody in a minute. But guys, like I'm telling you right now, there could not be a person that would be better to learn from as far as how to sell pest control and how to make more dollars from each door that you sell than Cody Olive. So excited for tonight. Before we get into it, those of you guys that are stragglers in the back, come find your seat. We got 4 seats up here in the front. We got a handful in the middle row right here. There's plenty of seats. Everyone come find a seat, though. No standers in the back. No standers in the back. Come find a seat. Let's get comfy, huh? Let's get comfy, Josue. Okay, guys, as far as housekeeping goes, so tomorrow, Wednesday, at 3 p.m., we have our normal Golden Door Laboratory. There's tons and tons and tons of events going on all week long if you're a part of Growth Block. Okay, if you're in the Growth Block group chat, you have the calendar for the week. I believe it's pinned at the top of the group chat. If you want to come to the events, you should be getting sent flyers and all the announcements and whatnot in your org chats. It's total vibe. I think Thursday night there's a movie night, and then there's a kickback afterwards. Friday night, skate night. There's trainings that happen almost every single day. So guys, like if you're trying to go and recruit friends and you want to invite them to events that are not like super threatening, like this month is the month to do that, right? And anyone that thought that they had plans that are in college for the summer, a lot of those plans have fallen through. And like, I hate to break it to you, especially if you live here in Utah Valley, they're either going to sell with you or with someone else. So may as well start inviting everyone to these events and have them come out and sell with you. Tomorrow, though, 3 p.m., no Atoli's training. It's virtual only for those of you guys in the Golden Door Laboratory. It should be a total 10 out of 10. Next week, a week from tonight, we have week 8 of Grit Boot Camp, where we get to learn from Bennett Hayron. Bennett's a multiple-time Golden Door winner. He's training on situational selling. So, guys, like everything that you'll hear up until after tonight, it's kind of been like, hey, do it this way and say it this way. Next week, Bennett's going to talk about how to sell different types of people and how the pitch can change or form. So next week, like it might be one of the most insightful trainings that we've had all year long because now you have, a basis of how the pest control pitch should sound. So next week should be absolutely awesome. Guys, I'm going to keep reiterating it every week. Take Grit University. If you haven't taken the first half of it that's on Thinkific, go and take it. These trainings won't help a ton if you don't have the pitch memorized, and if you haven't taken Grit U, you will see in an announcement either this week or next week, and you'll be told when the next half of the course will drop and what platform that'll be on. It's going to be changing. You don't have to worry about that. I've said that every week, but the second half is dropping soon. We're just waiting to switch from Thinkific to a different platform called Rippling. So you don't need to sweat about it. Your manager will tell you exactly what you need to know, and Slack will have everything. Okay, guys, 2 other things, and then I'm going to introduce Cody. One, guys, when we start to staff teams or hire or recruit for teams, right, the way that it works is we do area or markets based off of team size, okay? And it's like you don't really know how big the team is going to be until it's about this time, right? And so this Sunday on March 8th, all of your managers who are running summer teams, they have a deadline to get everyone onboarded who's on their roster and to have a start date from everyone. If you don't have a start date and you're not fully onboarded, you'll most likely be taken off the roster. We're going to continue to add people, but just know that your managers are going to be reaching out. They need your start date or your arrival date. It has to be a Saturday. We do Saturday arrivals only. And then if you don't have your onboarding fully done, our admin is up here in this training room 9 to 5 every single day. They can help onboard you tomorrow if you show up. So just know that deadline's coming, and guys, like if you haven't given your start date to your manager already, shoot them a text. That would help them. Any Saturday, right, in April or May, or June if you're in high school, but those dates, they're all due on Sunday. Okay, last thing, guys. You'll probably see an announcement about this already. Last thing I'm going to talk about, guys, is just building etiquette. How dope is this building, huh? Can we make some noise for that? Guys, we work in the coolest building, probably in Utah, and for sure the coolest sales building in Utah. We didn't always have this, right? Like, we were in, like, little shoebox office spaces. We were subleasing from a sublease, like, not this. Like, we have it pretty good. I really don't think anyone's got it better than us. With that being said, guys, my ask is that you treat this place like your home. Like, don't leave food out. Like, we've had more, and the reason I'm bringing this up, we've had more people in the building over the last month than we've had, since we got in the building. That spells motion. I absolutely love it. Like, we want people to come and use the facilities and bring people here to hang out. With that being said, you have to be a partner plus, right? You have to be a partner at Grit to have a key card. You cannot come to the building outside of office hours unless you are with the partner that recruited you or that you work directly with. Because the office hours of when the doors are unlocked, it's from 8 a.m. and then we extended it from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, so like they're open at, like, this place is open from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. It's not open Saturday and it's not open Sunday. So if you guys want to come and use the facilities, get with your partner and they just need to come and be here with you. And guys, like, I'm serious, please treat it like your home, right? We have our security guard at the front. He's amazing. We need him here. We want him here. When it's after hours, like, he makes the rules. And if there's any, like, talking back and forth, going back and forth, not being respectful, like, you just won't be allowed to be here. So with that being said, if you see trash, pick it up and throw it away. If you see towels laying out by the locker room, put them in the bin. Anything that you guys can do to help would be greatly, greatly appreciated. But please, all I ask is treat this place like it's your own. So, does that make sense? Yes or yes? All right, love it. Guys, the last few weeks we've had, the regional that is working with the person that's training. Well, I guess before I introduce Cody, we're doing the raffles at the end. We've got a dope Apple Watch, and then we have a Grit North Face fleece. That's pretty dope. That'll be at the end. If you leave and we take your name out, it won't count. What I was saying, though, every week we've had the regional come up and introduce the person that is training whoever the trainer works with, right? We have that regional come up. Guys, over the last 2-3 years, I've had the privilege of working directly with Cody. And I think I can firmly say there is not one person that has ever worked at Grit, including myself, that has trained more people than Cody Olive. And there hasn't been one person in the history of Grit that has trained more people that he doesn't make money on than Cody Olive. Guys, you don't see this. You really don't. Like, I remember when I was in the recruiting process, I met at EcoShield, met at Vivint, met at Aptiv, and one of the biggest turnoffs was like, oh, it's very segregated. Like, regions don't really F with each other. And one of the very first person that, like, cut out time of his week almost every week to train with me was Cody. Guys, like, there's not someone that's more selfless in the company than Cody. And when it comes to experience, like, and resume, there's literally no one in door to door that is better at doing this thing than Cody. Guys, like Cody in 2020, him and I went out and we were the first reps to ever sell $1 million in a summer. Back then, the way that bundles work, or how you sold Mosquito, was like a separate package. I sold 1,500 accounts that year, and 35% of them were either rodents or mosquito contracts. So about 500, right, of my deals were mosquito or rodent contracts. I would have never sold those deals, guys, if I didn't train and work with Cody. Like, straight up. Like, if there was no Cody Olive, there'd be no Drew Hansen. That's on the training side. But then also, guys, when he's out in the trenches, there's no one that is better at hitting his own goals when it's goal hitting season and helping others hit their goals. Cody, what was the stat? In fall block, you guys had how many go out and how many hit their goal?
I think we were like 38 for 41.
41 people went to his fall block market, meaning after the Rumble, they went and joined him in Reno, Nevada. And usually after the Rumble or after mid-August, the slope gets very slippery. And it's really easy to quit on your goals and go home soon. But guys, not when people work with Cody and not when people listen to Cody's advice. Like, I can't emphasize enough, guys, like the stuff that he's going to talk about, take it as scripture. Literally. Like, take it and apply it And guys, Cody is the ultimate, him, Siegs, I think myself as well. I think one of our superpowers is like we're so copy and paste. We're very much a sponge. We want to learn and we want to get better. And so, guys, when Cody comes up, please listen to him. And please take what he says and like go and practice it a ton before the summer, and then go implement it in the summer. And so, guys, tonight, I can't emphasize it enough. We get to learn from one of the very best ever, but also someone who is an incredible salesman, but guys, a way better person. Like there's truly no one out there that's down to grind for their people, bleed for their people, sweat, and cry for their people than Cody. So with all that being said, let's dial in, let's sit up straight, and let's get locked in for the Sarge. Let's hear it for him.
Well, thank you for that kind introduction, guys. Let's give it up for Drew Hansen. One big round of applause for Drew. Mark, where do I need a point for this? Mark, do you want to come help me real quick? While we wait for the clicker to get going, guys, 3 things I just want to go over to kind of frame this and set the stage is when I train, I love giving company trainings. I love helping people, and I love being in front of hundreds, thousands, you name it. But 3 things. 1, I'll probably laugh, cry, tell a couple inappropriate jokes. 2, I absolutely love my people, and so if I can help pass forward this knowledge, I absolutely love it. And then 3, I love to include my family. And so, guys, before we get into this, I want to call up my wife and my son. Come on up, babe. So this is my wife, Alexa. This is my son, Walker. And today we're going to go over the Fab 5 guys. And the reason why I wanted to bring them up is because at the end of the day, when you go do this job, unfortunately, it's really easy to lie. And I hate that about this job. But I wanted to come up with this Fab 5 because whether you're a first year, a second year, a switchover, you're an old salty dog, you could do it the right way. When you go home to your family, to your friends, to whomever, you can look them in the eye and know you're doing it the right way. And so it's like every night when I go home to Alexa and Walker, it's like, hey, I know I'm doing it the Fab 5 way, and I know I can be proud of the work I've done. I know if I went into any one of my markets, Houston, Omaha, New Jersey, you name it, if I saw one of those customers, branch managers out and about, I'd be proud of the work that I've done. And so when I go through this Fab 5, guys, more important than anything, when you're done with your market, you should be able to go back into that state, go back to those customers, go back to your manager, and be stoked for the work that you have. But guys, just wanted to call them out because if it wasn't for my beautiful wife and my sweet son, there's no way I could have got it done. So give them a big round of applause, guys. Okay. So guys, we're going to get into it, okay? Closer. Right here. Cool. Okay. So guys, with the Fab 5, I want this to be crystal clear. From now and for the rest of the time the grit is in existence, this is how we're going to sign up customers. It keeps it black and white. It keeps it easy. And what I tell my sales reps all the time is it's more dollars in your bank account. So, guys, when I was in...
Really quick. I think I totally whiffed. Guys, just so we're so clear on tonight, right? What Cody's going to go over is the sign-up process. So we've gone through the whole pitch with the customer. This is totally my bad, Cody.
You're good.
We've gone through the whole thing with them. We've handled the objections. We've got them to say yes to the deal. And now it's time to start signing them up. Okay, on Great University, Cody has it's like a meta glasses view of how to sign someone up. Who's watched that video that Cody's done? Raise your hand. Cool. We've got some work to do on Great U. Go watch it and so you can see. But tonight he's going to walk us through the whole process from, okay, what's your last name to all the way through. Getting credit cards, how to leave the porch, and everything in between. So just so we all are understanding what Cody's about to walk us through.
Absolutely. So, guys, I ran this team in Houston, and it was incredibly wild. I had one of my main sales leaders that would tell everyone he was the owner of the company. I had another sales rep that would tell everyone that we promised termites. I had another sales rep where it's like, who knows what this guy was seeing out on the doors. And so I wanted to come up with a process so that way every time an account was put in and I saw that green check, Fab 5, green check, F5, I knew they had gone over these 5 steps so I wouldn't have to worry about the account and especially the account quality. And in that first year in 2024, these are 6 of the golden doors from our region. But it's like you even look at Kevin Glenn up there, and he was sub. Can you guys hear me better? Oh, that's a lot better. He was sub 10%, which is insane on a golden door. Where it's like even this year, where's Logan Wright? Logan Aaron Wright, stand up. Say it nice and loud. What was your attrition this year? 12%, guys. Give that a big round of applause. Okay. Where's our guy, the rookie phenom, the GROAT, Dallin Peterson? Stand up, nice and loud. What was your attrition? 14%, guys. Round of applause. Guys, if you're over, and gals, honestly, if you're over 35%, it's fake news. Chalk it up. You know, the cool kids say it's a bar, quote me, all the things. But if it's over 35%, that shit ain't real, okay? So we want to be sub 20 because we do it the Fab 5 way. We do it the grit way. Am I aiming in the right spot? Mark? Bear with me, guys. While we wait for the clicker, I got a little show and tell, a little pass outs though. But I'm gonna ask ask the audience, guys, why is it so important to put on good accounts? Hand, I'll call on someone. Right here. Say that again, nice and loud.
You get paid more.
Why is that important?
Who doesn't like money?
Absolutely, guys. I hear it all the time where it's like, I just want the deal. I want this. I want to get my name on the leaderboard. I want to see this. Guys, it's more important to have dollars hit your bank account than just to have numbers up on the leaderboard. So we're going to go over the Fab 5. Let me get my guy a little giveaway, though. So I missed the doors. Drew and Easton had to literally peel me off, and, you know, if I try to knock a little bit, John gets all pissy at me. But I love knocking doors, and this was my go-to snack. Protein cookie, a little protein bar, 3 and 6 p.m. every day. So for my guy here, what was your name? Porter. Protein cookie for you, a little Chick-fil-A gift card. Let's give it up for Porter, baby. Okay, so here's the process, guys. I think we're working now with the clicker. Okay, so guys, look at this up here. You guys do the Fab 5, and you retain 15%. I think the pay scale's changed a little bit now with 400K. I made this in 2024. But if they earn 50%, they retain 85, so meaning 50% cancels or 15% cancels, it's 170 grand. Say they do 400K, don't do the Fab 5, they push it, they stretch it, you name it, they're making 140K. That's a $30,000 difference from literally doing the same job. Plus, when I get into upselling for Mosquito and asking for referrals, think about if you actually do it every single door, how much more you're going to collect. So the 5 steps of the Fab 5, guys, are get the credit card and ask for guac. You're going to tell them it's a contract and a cancel fee. You're going to book the next slot because too often we ask, hey, what time works? And then they're like, next Tuesday at 5 p.m. And it just totally kills your routes, and especially my managers, so you can feel that pain. You're going to do the welcome call, and then you're going to leave behind the solidify the sale text, and then you're going to ask for referrals. Okay, asking for guac.
Cody, one more time. Guys, if you go back one slide. Guys, I don't care if you're a rookie, if you're a vet, right? Go back one more. Guys, this is what this little checkbox, right? Cody's going to go over this at the end, and I just want to give him my validation. Guys, if you don't sign someone up this way, you are doing it the wrong way. If anyone on your team signs someone up this summer not doing it this way, you're doing it the incorrect way. So, again, you've closed them. You start to get their info. Cool, what's your last name? What's your phone number? What's your email? Okay, you're hooking them up with some notes. Ants in the driveway. They have 2 dogs. Treat the garage when they're home, right? Like, after that, you're going to follow all 5 of these steps that Cody's about to go over. But, guys, I cannot be more clear. This is the only right way to sign someone up. And no one is better in the world at doing this than Cody. And so dial in, lock in. It's either this way or the highway.
Amen. And guys, Seeger was going to be here because he's been the biggest fan of adopting this. And Seeger, he's having his anniversary, so he's taking his sweet wife to dinner. Good man. But he sent me this text, and he said, Fab 5 changed my summer. I made an extra $25,000 to $30,000 off referrals. Hit my goal 1 week sooner and had 14% cancel rate, so 14% attrition. Fab 5 forced me to upsell and forced me to solidify the sale with the text. Thank you, Cody. I sent the welcome text to every deal this last summer, by the way, and did 98% welcome call. How crazy is that? That's from Zach Seeger, the GOAT, man. So if Zach's doing it, should we all do it? If Zach Seeger's doing it, should we all do it? Can I get a yes or yes? Love it, baby. Okay, we're trying to keep it. It's a little dry at times, but I'll make you all laugh, I promise. So asking for a guac, guys. So from 2019 to 2025, I've signed up over 7,000 customers, 7,000 homes. I've never had someone tell me no. Oh, Cody, you bastard. You asked me for guacamole. I'm canceling. Tear out. Oh, never once, okay? So it's literally a memorized question. And oftentimes I hear sales leaders where it's like, hey, I got to teach them how to sell first, and then I'm going to teach them Mosquito. Guys, we're thinking about it wrong. Mosquito, upsell, Tick-Flea Mosquito, all it is a memorized question that you're asking. Literally, that's all it is. You go through Big O Tires. Hey, for an extra $250, do you want a warranty on all 4 tires? So that way if you get a nail, you get a free tire, or we'll change it for free? Sure, why not? You order DoorDash, your next couple pop-up menus. Hey, Quick Dash right now, add in a drink, add in chips for no additional cost. Like, consumer culture is used to being upsold. So why would it be any different on the doors? Plus, you've all already gotten that first yes, so the second yes is so much easier. Where it's like, you guys will see when you ask for guacamole twice, that second time they're like, you know what, fine, screw it, I'll add it in. Because you've already broken down that walls, and it's so much easier to get that second yes. So here's a classic example, guys. You're over here in Vineyard. You're going through Chipotle line. Sweet. You want a burrito, a bowl? Okay, white rice, brown rice. Okay, you want fajitas? Okay, chicken, steak. Come on, man. Give me a little bit of a bigger scoop. Okay, like a little bit more chicken. Do you want to add guac or queso? Oh, dude, F you. I'm throwing the bowl in your face. I'm out of here. Who's ever done that? None of us, guys. And so that's where it's just like we provide this silly example, but you just made this great deal. You put in the credit card, and then we totally skip asking for guac. Think about that. If you're an extra 20, 30%, raise your hand if you're a second year or higher. How many of you second years or higher actually ask for guacamole after every deal you get? Ryan Winfrey, baby. Give it up for Elder Winfrey. We love that guy. We need to change that as a company because this just becomes the sign-up process. Again, to reframe your thinking. We think it's this whole grandiose sale, upsell, X, Y, or Z. It's a memorized question that you hit twice. Imagine you're at Big O Tires. Imagine you're checking out at Amazon. You're going through the Chipotle line. You name it. It's just a memorized question that you all ask twice. So when you're doing it, though, make sure to get a credit card, guys. You want either a credit or a debit card so that way it goes through. Why don't we do Chime cards, Cash App cards, or Venmo cards? Say that again. Raise your hand. Who said that? I love it. I'm going to toss you a cookie. Let's go. Have a little Chick-fil-A on your boy, Sarge. Okay. You want it to go through, guys, because now this year we're not counting dead revenue, meaning if that first treatment isn't paid, like the card doesn't go through, that does not count towards your revenue. And especially if you're charging someone $99 a month, $150 a month, you're charging them $189, $199 a treatment. If you have one of those Venmo, Chime, Cash App cards, they have to make sure there's always money in that account. Whereas if you tie it to a debit or credit card, it's going to go through. Does that make sense, everyone? Let me see a thumbs up from everyone. I love it. So, guys, no Chime cards, please. No Cash App cards. Remember your boy Sarge. He loves you, and he wants to see you get paid, okay? So here's the script. I'm going to read it out loud. Please actually pay attention. I'll screenshot this and put this in GPS, and I'll put this in the Partner Plus chat so you can get it from your people, and it'll be on Enzy. I would recommend everyone screenshot this and save this to their iPad background. So if you get nervous or you feel like, oh, like they were in a rush, they were in a hurry, oh, for Axiom it's a separate contract, or I just don't want to do it, literally you have it on your iPad background, and you can read it off right there with them, okay? So we're going to read it together.
Really quick. So, guys, this is post-credit card. Could you please give us an example about how to ask for a credit card? They give you the credit card, you type it in, and then you roll right into this pitch.
Cool. So I've gone over the basic info. I told them the things, and then I go, sweet. You want to do credit? We do Visa, American Express, MasterCard. Oh, do you need it right now? Yep. Could you grab that for me real quick? And then I look down on my iPad. I'm super assumptive. I punch it in. Me and Drew have been saying this since 2020. Thank you so much for choosing us for the pest control. And then now I'm rolling into my script. Yeah, so and this is for if you're selling Mira. Yeah, so on your current plan, we come out every 6 weeks, March through November, at $169 per treatment. These are our tick, flea, and mosquito packages. I'm pointing to the slick. We come out March through November. It's normally $100 extra per treatment to add that on, but if we bundle it today with your pest control, we can do it for just $40 a treatment, so $209 a pop. Do you want to do the pest and mosquito for 8 treatments, getting treated every 4 weeks, or the Mira Max for 16 treatments, getting treated every 2 weeks? Okay? Memorize question. It's not this wholesale bandwagon twist. It's just a memorized script. Okay? They tell you no. You go again, because we're going to ask twice. How many times are we asking for guac? How many times are we asking for twice? My Snapchat divas, hit me with the twice. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Love it. Okay, now I rip it again. Yeah, no problem. It's everyone's favorite program, though, especially Drew Hansen down on the corner. He's got the cool Raptor. He loves it. Just to earn your business today, I'll do it for just $20 a treatment, so $169 a pop, and do it every 4 weeks. Want to just add it in? So how much is it? March to November, once a month, now $169. Sound good? Sweet. Now you just probably went from a $1,050 to an $1,100 contract to now a $1,500 plus burger. That's a nice double-double, animal style, French fries, chocolate shake. Sign me up, baby. Josue, that's the gas? That's gas. And all this is, guys, and I know it's tough, and I've been there, where it's like the deal's rushed. You feel like you've pushed this person to the brink. I don't want to upset them. But I promise you, from 7,000 plus of these signups, they do not say no or tell you, I'm going to cancel everything. It's a simple 30-second memorized spiel. You ask, you either get it, they tell you no, you ask again, and if they still tell you no, if you're feeling it, send it a third time, but if you're not, move on and finish the sign-up process, okay? So we're going to keep cruising. So guys, again, memorize, memorize, memorize it. There's only 3 parts in the entire pitch that are memorized. Program and pricing, the Mosquito upsell, and then asking for referrals. You memorize those 3, you're going to be able to crush so much more. Hear my son? He's even telling you too. Memorize, memorize, memorize it. Love you, Walker. Knew you're going to be a smart one. Okay? Now, guys, I have this on here again. Like, I started doing this in Reno, and after running 5 teams, it's like, whether it's your RTAX, whether it's your tick, flea, mosquito, whatever it is, like, save it to your iPad background. So that way, while you're out on the doors, you're looking at it in between doors. Or that way, before you go to upsell the mosquito after you got in the credit card, just literally pull up your iPad and read it off. We're kind of scared or nervous to do that sometimes, which is totally understandable. But the homeowner isn't like, oh, you didn't say it from memory. No shot on my mosquito. Nice try. It's not going to happen. But if you have it and you ask so much, or if you ask every time, how much more revenue are you going to collect? You know what I mean? And that's where it's like, work hard and work smart, okay? Like, we had all those hands go up, but then Ryan is the only one that asked it every time. That's where we all need to apply this, and it's going to start off strong. This was the same thing as last year. It started off strong in April and May and June, but who are my partner pluses and my divisionals? Partner pluses, divisionals. Raise your hand. Toby, Alec. This is where we got to carry the boats, and this is where we push it through in July and August, because that's when we kind of get lazy. We're tired. We're going. It's kind of like, I can ask for it next year. Do it every single time. Okay, so guys, we're going to get a little active because I want to make sure we're alive. So I'm going to go back a couple slides, and I'm going to put it up. I want everyone to stand up, and with the person next to you, role play it, have the other person do it, and then once you're done, sit back down, okay? We're going to get a ready, break. We're going to stand up, though, and do it with the person next to us. Okay, ready, break. Okay, say it with the person next to you. Then the other person goes. Once you're done, pop a squat. Okay, the next person should be going. The next person should be going. Okay, let's wrap up in about a minute. All right, guys, everyone pop a squat, pop a squat, pop a squat. Okay, guys, now you have the pest, now you have the tick flea mosquito, now you're going over the contract. Before I get into it, guys, why do you want to go over the contract, and why do we think it's good to have a cancellation fee? Right here, my man. Here, I'll hand you the mic. Say nice and loud and stand up for us. Why is it good to have a contract and a cancel fee?
Clarity creates deals. Confusion kills deals.
Have some gains and a Chick-fil-A card on your boy. You're welcome. Okay, so guys, right there. Clarity between sales rep, customer, and company. No fugazi, okay? Oh, what is it? It's contract. Oh, is this a contract? Is there a cancel fee? Yep, it's $289, super easy. Not this, oh, it's this guaranteed program. Like, guys, people appreciate straight up, people appreciate black and white. And so looking at the last 2 points, you want a cancellation fee because it holds customers' feet to the fire. It's a good business practice. Where it's like sometimes people will be like, well, Terminix didn't have a cancellation fee. Why do you? Well, it's because we use premium products. We pay our technicians well. We want to be reimbursed our labor, cost, and product. And so if anyone gives you pushback on a cancellation fee, stand on business. All 10 toes down. No. Like, we have a cancellation fee because we run a great business. Fox is amazing. Sail is amazing. Axiom's amazing. Miro, we're going to be the best pest control company in the nation. And so that's where you stand on business with the contract and the cancel fee. Okay, now you're booking the next slot, and this is where people that have been on my team know I am militant about this. Because all the time, like, for example, let's say we're knocking here in Utah, and let's say it's a Thursday, and we're knocking in Provo. We love our sales reps, but sometimes our younger sales reps, they're like, hey, what time works for you? And the homeowners have no idea how it works, so they're like, Wednesday at 5 p.m., which is, what is that? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's 6 days later, and that next week, so then fast forward to Wednesday, we're probably all the way up in Draper. And so if we're booking in Provo, but we're knocking up in Draper, what happens to that technician's route? Let's see a hand. Let's see a hand. Let's call right over here. I'll hand you my mic, and I'll get you your goodies. Nice and loud. Stand up for us. Stand up for us.
I don't know where those are, but they sound like they're across the state, so that doesn't seem like it would work out very well.
100%. Let's give it up, baby. Round of applause. Thank you. Yes, guys, because if you're not good at booking with your team, that kills your routes, and that kills your same days. Draper is literally about 35, 40 minutes north of us here in Provo. That's going to kill 3 slots, and that could be 3 same days for the rookie that needs that deal so bad. That could be the same day for one of your top vets that's cruising on the day. That could be the same day for someone's 10th deal of the day, and that could be their breakthrough day and break through that glass ceiling. So it's so important to be good bookers and especially optimize the routes where we don't want to kill those slots, because if we are that person, we're going to cost our team. And it's not to make anyone feel bad. Let's just be smart and efficient bookers so that way we can maximize the routes, because buyer's remorse is a real thing too. If you have to book that 5 days later, how likely do you think that's going to get sprayed? Love y'all, but that's cancel city. See you later. That's another one of those, okay? Like, that's not going to get sprayed. Whereas if you control the booking, you control the actual process, that's going to get sprayed. Routes are going to be tighter. You can stay in an area longer. People are seeing the trucks more. So when you come back in for day 2, day 3, day 4, your rapport and your bandwagon is that much stronger. So here's a good example, guys. So who's bought a house in here? Show of hands. Raise your hand. I used to never believe this. Ben used to always tell us this in 2019 in Philly, and I was just like, oh, Ben, you're pulling my leg. I've bought a house in Provo, and I bought a house in Georgia, and literally buying all kinds of furniture, fridges, dishwashers, washers, dryers, couches, you name it. Do they ever ask me what time window works? Does anyone want to take a guess? Does anyone ask me, oh, Sarge, you look like a nice guy. Does Tuesday at 2:32 p.m. work for you for the couch from Crate and Barrel? Oh, sure, boy. I'd love that. Guys, that's not how it works. They send you an email, and they tell you, hey, we'll be by Thursday, January 16th. Make sure you have someone there. So same thing with asking for guacamole. We're used to this in consumer culture. Why are we trying to reinvent the wheel in door-to-door? And so with booking, you're going to politely tell them, hey, we'll be by sometime later today. Oh, do I need to be here? Nope. Sounds good. And then you're on to the next step of the Fab Five. Oh, can you guys do like next Tuesday? Like I said, we're just filling up that route today, so we'll be by sometime tomorrow. You're trying to get everything done today, or the next day. Do not try and play scheduler, because that's where you're super stressed out and you're texting the customer what time works. They say 2 p.m. You're then trying to text the manager. Then you're trying to dial in the route. And that's where it's like you lose a couple hours of your day because you're so stressed about getting this job booked. Your $1 million phrase is, we'll be by sometime today. If it's literally tomorrow, we'll be by sometime tomorrow. Well, how do I know when they're coming by? They'll text you. Don't give a specific time window ever, guys. It sets good expectations, because then if the technician gets behind on the jobs and they're a little bit late, that first impression, you're already off to a bad start. And so that's where it's, hey, you booked the job. What time are you going to be by? Sometime later today. Let's say today is totally filled up. You're booking it for tomorrow. What time will you be by? Sometime tomorrow. Oh, like what time exactly? They'll text you when they're on the way. Don't worry about it. Okay? That's where it's like you're in control and you're setting the expectation. Does that make sense, everyone? Okay, so the $1 million phrase, when are you coming by? We'll be by sometime today. We'll be by sometime today. Repeat after me. We'll be by sometime today. One more time. We'll be by sometime today. Person next to you, tell them. When are you coming? Oh. Okay, now answer this question. Do I need to be here? Tell the person next to you. Do I need to be here? Okay, easy, guys. You're going to get so many more through. You're going to get so many more pushed through and so many more sprayed. We're cruising. Okay, now
Cody,
we're on number 4.
Real quick, Cody, if I could.
Yes, please.
Guys, so a big problem with salespeople, right? I want you to picture yourself out there. You get a deal, finally, right? And a customer tries to tell you that they want to get sprayed on, it's Tuesday today. They say, okay, cool, Friday's going to work best for us. Your natural instinct is going to be a yes man or a yes woman. We just want to tell people yes because we want to please people. That's what sales guys and sales gals do. Cody, and guys, like that's a big deal, right? Like the people who book out on not the next available time slot, they usually have about 10 to 15% worse cancellation. So instead of servicing 9 out of 10 jobs that you sell, they're servicing like 8 or like 7.5 jobs out of 10 sales that they sell, right? Like you're just letting accounts cancel. And so my question, Cody, would be, have you ever lost a deal because you dictated when the customer got sprayed versus not letting them dictate when they get sprayed?
Never. Okay, guys, we're cruising. We're now on step number 4. Are we excited? Are we feeling the magic of the Fab Five? Are we feeling the magic, baby? Come on! If this wasn't grip property, I'd bang this mic against my head and smash it on the floor. I love this shit, baby. Okay, so we're now on number 4. It is the welcome call. Okay, I got my last cookie. This is protein cookie. This is Gains. Also, shout out my boys, Ty Adams Q. They got the plug for the Retta. If you need a lean, mean machine for summer 2026, you know where to go, okay? But protein cookie, $15 Chick-fil-A card. That is gas. Okay, why do we do the welcome call? Josue, I've already called you. Let's go right here with the glasses. Oh, Slater, what's up? Yeah, okay, stand up, brother. I'm going to hand you my mic. Why do we do the welcome call? And guys, if we like the answer, he gets the cookie. If not, we're going to get someone else.
This is going to protect your ass when you're out there because they know everything, and so you're just super clear with them. I know I've heard a lot of the guys with Sela, mandatory for them, and there's like Zach Franklin, 3% attrition. Jaden Smith, when he was there, super low attrition too. And so it's just super clear with them. They've like already agreed to everything. It's on record, a lot harder to get out of the deal.
What do we think squad deserves a cookie? Let's go, Slater. Also, my boy, recently engaged. Love is in the air. Give it up for Slater. I love my people. Okay, With the welcome call, guys, I absolutely love it. Another thing where it's just like you're standing on business where why do you have a cancel fee? Oh, we're a good business. We want to be reimbursed for labor, product, time in case you cancel early. Why a welcome call? I want to make sure you and I were on the exact same page and there's no light between us. Plus, those that have sold before, unfortunately, customers sometimes will call into the retention center and be like, oh, so-and-so, they promised me that German roaches were in the contract. I know. Well, if Derek Sanders has a welcome video on call, he can be like, no, actually, if you see right here on the welcome video, you agreed and you understood German roaches weren't included. So it's protecting you on all ends. It's a good account, so they're more likely to refer you to family and friends and trust you, where a lot of the times door-to-door, unfortunately, they're kind of distrusting. 2, it's CYA, like Slater said. And then 3, especially if they call into the retention center, they have more ammo to protect you and retain more of those accounts. Because Zach Seeger was 98%, he was able to retain over 86%. So then that way when people would try and call in and cancel, Derek Sanders and these guys in the retention center for Mira could go to bat for him. But if we don't do that, guys, they don't have that ammo for us. Does that make sense, everyone? So guys, this year especially for 2026, if you're recruits, if your team, if you're downline, if you're upline, if you don't know, we have to be 95% or more welcome call. And that's where it's like, Drew was super kind with his words in his intro, but it's like, dude, him and I have given our blood, sweat, and tears to pave the path. And then Brock Grieve kept it going in 2023, and then Seeger kept it going again in 2024. So it's like, guys, keep that good grit rep going for us and keep doing the welcome call so that way we're the undeniable best. And so a couple thoughts on this. Customers know what they're signing up for. The retention center can use it to save your account. Plus, the amount of times, like when I was in Houston, where roofers, landscapers, people that owned painting businesses, they'd be like, this is legit. How do you sign up for this? Like, I want to use this for my own business. Plus, it feels good. Like, it feels good to be that sales rep where it's like, you did a really good job. Or it's like, you know what? Like, thank you for being here today. Like, let me refer you to my sister, or let me refer you to my cousin or some of my coworkers. And you feel all warm and fuzzy. It's an extra dub for you. And instead of feeling like the neighborhood solicitor, you're out there protecting the neighborhood against ants and fire ants. And that's a lot more fun day where it's just like, I can't wait to come back for day 2. So guys, with the welcome call, it is yes or yes. And with all these 4 processes, so far, it's automatic, okay? You're literally just following the process, and then you're wrapping it up with the 5th step here. So we're asking for referrals. This is where I'll ask my boy, where's Zach Kinsel? I think I saw you over here. Put your hand up. Drew, can you get him a mic? Kinsel, where you at? I think he's over here.
I just barely saw him. He might have stepped out real quick. Guys, as Cody calls on someone, this is something that, this is a massive hack. Like, a massive hack. If we do Fab 5 on every deal with emphasis on point number 5, asking for referrals, dude, you'll start getting just a free deal every other day all summer long. Legit. Just had to plug that real quick.
Thanks. No, Kinsel, cool story about asking for referrals, guys, is in 2020, we sold in New Jersey with GreenX. And then we went back in 2022 with Aptiv. And Kinsel was out there with my postseason squad to finish up the season. And I had signed all these people up with GreenX, and I remember these 4 or 5 neighborhoods where I had sold in. And Kinsel was trying to finish his golden door for the first time. And so Kinsel, you should go take this neighborhood. I signed up a ton of these people here. This was the main neighborhood person. This person runs the HOA, so on and so forth. And because we didn't officially have the title, but I've been signing people up like this since 2019, Kinsel literally went into that neighborhood and was like, oh yeah, I remember Cody from GreenX. You guys are active now. What do I got to do to switch? And so Kinsel got to sign up an easy 30, 40 deals because we'd done it the right way in a neighborhood, and 2 years later, they still remembered me. And I can tell you stories upon stories upon stories, but that's where it's guys, we re-knock at the grit, and so towards the end of the summer, when you go in the second time, you want to leave the neighborhood better than you found it. And it's actually easier because they've built such good rapport, there's such good sticky accounts, and they know exactly what they're signing up for. It's you want to be the person to set that neighborhood up, so that way when they come in round 2 in July or August, they're stoked to be there, and then it's just sweet, thanks Josh for doing such a good job for setting up the neighborhood. I was able to sell 20 these next 3-4 days, okay? So, always ask for referrals, guys. Same thing as guacamole. What's the worst they say? They say no? Who cares? You're going to be fine. You know what I mean? Oh, do you know of any neighbors, family, or friends that need pest control? No, none at all. Do you guys have a neighborhood Facebook page or a Nextdoor app? No, not at all. Thank you so much, Drew, for signing up for the pest control. I wish you the best. I'm out of there, okay? Here's the script, though, guys. Same thing, guys. I can run you all these stats, And I hate in summer sales, it's kind of like we have to like flex to believe it. But it's, again, I've sold over 7,000 customers, and no one has even come close to getting as many referrals as I have. In my 6 years that I did it, I probably had at least 50 to 75 referrals every single day or every single summer. And there's nothing better start to your day than a text being like, hey, I saw you on the neighborhood Facebook page. I have really bad ants. What's the deal going on? Or, hey, Cody, this is my cousin. They just moved into the neighborhood. Can we get them set up on the same deal as me? Especially those, who's running teams this summer? Who's running teams this summer? Okay, guys, we need to make sure we have more summer team managers here. But, guys, I always think about the rookie. And if they're having a hard week and they're only at 1 on the week and it's Thursday and they get a text and it's like, hey, I saw that you guys were in so-and-so neighborhood. I want to sign up for the pest control. How stoked is that rookie now to go into the weekend? That totally just changed his whole day and potentially his whole week. And that's especially when I'm thinking when I run my region and I run my teams, because how can I make this easier for the switchover, for the rookie, for the so on and so forth, or for the Dallin Petersons, the Logan Wrights? How can we make it more efficient so that way they're getting more revenue from each household? Is it starting to click, guys? Are the wheels turning? Let's see some head nods. Are the wheels turning? Let's see some head nods. I love it. The Indian style? No, I know you can do it cheaper, Cody. Raj, I can't. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Next slide. Okay. So, guys, in 2024, pardon the low ACV, I was trying to get 1,000 accounts and go the hell home. But I got 36 referrals. Again, I lost no deals. I had an 810 ACV. I got 36 referrals. I earned 67%. That's an extra 20 grand by same thing, asking a memorized question. Who wants another 20 bands in their pocket? Come on now. Come on, okay? Same thing, guys. Is it worth it to spend an extra minute asking for referrals? For rookies especially, they can jump 1 to 2 pay bumps. It is the same principle with always asking for guac, where it's like if that rookie can always ask for referrals and they were at like 120 to 130 accounts, if they always ask for referrals, that's the difference in them hitting the $3,000 rent credit or not 150 accounts. Let's say a vet, it's your second year, you really want to go to Mexico in January, and you're religious about asking about the Fab 5, that's that extra 20, 30 accounts to get you from 220, 230 up to 250. We'll see you in Mexico in January, baby. So it's like, guys, that's where we got to work hard and we got to work smart because people refer their neighbors. Going back to the home example again, like, guys, I built my home in Provo around Dylan Hafen, Jackson Jr., and Jackson Gardner. And the amount of times we've all texted each other, hey, who do you use for landscaping? Who do you use for fences? Who do you use for concrete? Who do you use for paint? Who do you use for drywall? Again, that's consumer culture. So it's asking for referrals. I don't know why we do it any different in door-to-door. And I've battled on this since 2019. And here we are 5 years later, 6 years later, and we're finally making it company-wide. And so that's where we got to drive it to the end. Because, again, thinking about the rookie, think about that. Instead of finishing at 120 accounts and making 25, 27 grand, they get those extra 30 referrals or 30 deals. That's 150 accounts. That's 31, 34 grand. And then that's the $3,000 rent credit. More likely to come back, more likely to bring their friends, and so on and so forth. So, guys, work hard and work smart. Okay, so you've done it. You've gone over the cancellation fee. You've updated a credit card and asked twice for guac. You've booked the next immediate slot. You've done the welcome call. Now you're sending the solidify the sale text, and like I said, you're asking for referrals. So here's the questions I've asked since 2019 in Philly. Good old DeKalb with all the OGs out there. Do you know of any neighbors, family, or friends that need pest control? And pause and wait. Actually ask for a response. Last year we kind of did it, but we would just kind of rattle it off and not really give them a chance to respond. Actually ask. And if they say, yeah, my sister lives around the corner. Sweet, do you mind if we call her real quick? Offer the same deal, sign her up. You just went +1. Who's ever done a 1 for a 2 for at a home? How good does that feel? Jasher, nice and loud, how good does that feel? Let's go, Jasher Gray. Okay, next one, guys. Do you guys have a neighborhood Facebook page or a Nextdoor app? Sometimes people get pushback on this and they're like, well, I kind of want to be incognito in the neighborhood. Sometimes I really don't want them to know. Guys, it's 2026. Like, we live in Provo, Utah. I love my wife, but she always thinks we're trying to get robbed once a month, okay? It's just the nature of 2026. You're going to get on that Facebook page regardless, so you might as well get on there with some positive rapport and some positive comments. So that way it pre-overcomes people hopping on there. Does that make sense, everyone? And so same thing. Do you know of any neighbors, family, or friends that need pest control? Pause, wait. Let's say this example, they say no. Do you guys have a Nextdoor app or a Facebook page? Guys, I put the template in the GPS chat, and I put the template in the Partner Plus chat, so your direct Partner Plus should have that. Save that to your Google Keep note, your Apple note, whatever you use, and then post it right on there. Another fun story going back to New Jersey, guys. The 5 times I sold 100 in a week in 2020, I sold 126, 123, 122, 125, 127, okay? And in September, I sold 434 accounts, okay? And literally 3 out of those 5 neighborhoods, I was in a WhatsApp group. It was our fellow Curry brothers. We love them. But literally one of the neighborhoods was so much fun because I was in the WhatsApp group, and in that WhatsApp group, they would literally message in their address and be like, Venkat, whatever, I'm ready to sign up. I'd ride my little dorky-ass Segway to that door, and I would sign them up. Is that working hard and working smart? Do you want to sell 100 in a week? Do you want to make 60 bands in a week? Like, guys, this is where it's like, I hate that I have to flex. I love my work, just do the talking for me. But it's like, I can give you story upon story upon story. Like, I was stoked to go to the neighborhood every day because I knew I'd be like, all right, guys, I'm checking in. And then the WhatsApp messages would just start flowing out. Srinivas, 201 Edge Circle Drive, I'm ready. It's like, okay, make sure to have the Costco card ready, Srini. Get the 2% cash back. Like, guys, that's when this job is so much fun. And then same thing again, I'm beating a dead horse, but think of the rookie. If a rookie gets that set up, that's probably a huge difference maker to get them to finish the summer. Does that make sense, everyone? That makes sense? And that's what I want for our people at The Grit, is work hard, work smart, and be happy. Like, this job is so much fun. It doesn't have to be miserable where it's like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to get a deal today. It should be like, you know what? I'm going to Fab Five everyone. I'm going in here day 2, day 3, day 4. And, like, I'm the neighborhood guy. People trust me. People like me. People want my service because I've been in your shoes. In 2019, there was a week where I only sold 7, and I hated clocking in every day. And I was just like, well, here goes nothing. Hopefully something lands. Hopefully that wet noodle sticks against the wall. Versus once I started figuring it out in July of 2019, it's like, sweet. I can't wait to dominate each neighborhood and get everyone this good bug service. You know what I mean? I hope you guys feel that passion behind it because if you guys apply this, that's what the job turns into. And that's why I would knock every single summer if I could. But like I said, Drew, East, and John, like they had to peel me off. Okay, this is where I literally want to take a minute. And one more time, who are my vets? 2 years or more, raise your hands. Especially you guys. If you would have spent an extra 1 to 2 minutes with each customer, how many referrals would you have gotten? So let's take 1 minute. Guys, I was a fantastic LDS missionary. I loved it for 2 years. I enjoy the silence. It's so nice. So we're going to take a minute, and we're going to ponder, and then I'm going to call on 2 vets, okay? So let's take a minute. I want to hear a pin drop, and then I'm going to ask 2 vets to share. Okay, good minute. Maybe I'll give you the soft church voice too. Just kidding. Let's hear from 2 vets. Raise your hand. How many more referrals would you have gotten? Josue.
I think I would have gone at least 25, 30. Easily, honestly. A pay bump or 2, yeah.
2 pay bumps from literally asking. Okay, one more. Vets. Okay, I'll come back to Jasher. I got you, bro.
So number-wise, it's pretty easy to say like an extra 10, 15% probably, but I think even more than that, having people text you in the morning or getting those referrals builds a lot of momentum, and that can start your day off right, which can, set your mindset from having like a 1-2 day to having like a 5, 6, 7, 8 day. So I think that's where the magic is.
100%. Give it up for Jasher, guys. Round of applause. So again, guys, this template is in The Partner Plus and GPS thread, I put those in there. If you're not in there, ask your leaders. So then, guys, for the sake of time, I'm going to cruise through this because I'd role play it with the person next to you, but we're going to keep going. So, guys, for accountability and to wrap this up, every single deal that you put in your summer chat, it literally needs to be the deal. I sold an 18-month contract, $299 initial, $99 monthly. Whatever your application of the day is, throw in that emoji and then the Fab 5. That green check means you did it. So if you're Tyler Adams and you're running Grand Rapids, if you're Kevin Glenn and you're running Cleveland and you guys see that green check go in, that means that your sales rep did it. It's true accountability. So sales reps, it's on you, because then if we pull the accounts at night or we have the medics pull it and you're not doing it, you're lying. You're better than that. We don't lie at the grit. We Fab 5 and we get people through the process and they stick. And as a company, I want to see us have sub 13% attrition. So meaning company-wide, we're retaining 87%. Last year we were 16. We'll probably do well over 150 million this year, and I want to be sub 13. And in the GPS, the growth block, those big things, I'm going to check in on this once a month. And my summer team managers, you should tell them all if they're not here, they need to be at these Tuesday night trainings every week. But that's going to be our accountability. So another example, even right here, guys, see where the green check is? Second try, I got guac. Okay, look at the other example. I was 0 for 2 on guac, but next one I got it. And same thing, guys. The application of the day. The boxing glove usually is RTAX. Maybe we changed it this year, but historically that's been the emoji. Same thing with kind of like the Comet, the Meteor, that's been like the yard. But every single deal needs that green check, because think back to Sarge in 2024 with a wild squad. I didn't have the mental bandwidth to be concerned and worried about, hey, is so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so doing it the right way? So I made a universal process for my team. Same thing, now let's make a universal process for the company. And that way, if someone tries to be like, you know what, like so-and-so scammed or so-and-so didn't get the golden door, like that sucks. Where it's like Dallin Peterson, Logan Wright, Ryan Winfrey, Devin Smith, these guys have done it for years and have had sub 20% attrition, but the industry always thinks, oh, you know what, big numbers, scam artists. Because a lot of the times, some of those guys are. But here at The Grit, we do it the Fab 5 way, so you know it's clean, you know it's honest, and you know those accounts are going to stick. Okay, guys, Q&A time. What do you got for me?
Okay, guys, we're going to take, it's 8:02. We've crossed the hour. We're going to go 5 minutes. Let's take 3 questions for Cody after my question for you. So, Cody, you referenced in 2019, you had a week where you sold 7.
Yep.
What was your biggest week in 2019?
92.
Sold 92 his last week out there when he was in September. Week before that, you sold
80s.
80-ish. Week before that was probably 70 to 80. Could you speak to that ramp and just talk about, how you talk about that summer?
For sure, guys. And this is where a lot of the cool kids are saying bars. Tyler Adams and Q, they keep me young and relevant. You should check out their website. I'll put their link in. It's qtylabs.com. But anyways, guys, it's really like I played baseball my entire life. This job is a game of failure. And so every night when I would go home that 2019 summer, I would literally think, what can I improve on? What's that one little thing? And then I'd forget about it, and the next day was a new day. Because a lot of the times, we carry that bad day into the next day, we carry it into the second day, and it ends up carrying into the week. You have to be able to write down your simple adjustment, turn it off, and then tomorrow is a new day. The second thing, especially for my vets, be a learn-it-all, never a know-it-all, okay? Where it's just like, I'd gotten back, like, I literally worked at Goldman Sachs, I had done honors at BYU, got the good old AP merit badge for about a year on my mission. Like, I thought I was him. But that 2019 summer, Calvin was the best at switchovers, Ben was the best at pricing, Skylar was the best at the technical, and I would go train with them. And even when I finally started selling 8, 9, 10 a day, I still always went to the extra practice at 10 a.m. because you can never learn enough, and you're always mastering the craft, guys. And so I would say, like, we way overcomplicate it, and it's like, thank you all that have messaged me, and I'm never not trying to be short, but it's always like, can I get 30 minutes and pick your brain about going for this big goal? It's like, guys, mentally get right, physically get right, each night write down an improvement, figure out how to turn it off, and then tomorrow is a new day, and then whoever is the best at it, go to them, and then just be a total sponge, okay? It's not that deep, you know what I mean? And it's a hard job, I feel you, but for your ramp, it's just staying after it day in and day out and doing those main things.
Okay, guys, we got the best of all time. We got 3 questions for him. What do we got? Who's got a question for Cody? We'll take 3. It could be about the sign-up process, asking for referrals, asking for the Mosquito upsell, mindset, consistency. I think Cody's been someone who has trained the most, not trained other people, but like that summer in 2019, I know he trained like hell. So, all right, we'll go here, we'll go 1 right here, and then we'll take a 3rd after them.
So Cody,
We'll go right here.
here first. Okay, cool. So when you're asking for the referral and you're hopping on a phone call with them, do you have a dialed process or script or system in starting that conversation and walking them through it on the phone?
Yeah, it's usually 1 of 2 ways where it's like the referral is like, hey, you should do this, and it's just kind of a lay down and you start signing them up. Or if it's kind of like, hey, you should ask or like check with them, then it's like you're literally pitching them on the phone, but then end up at the same pricing because they always talk. And if you try and sign up their referral for some fatty and they're at like a 69, 149, they're going to be like, what the heck is going on, dude? And so I would say it's 1 of 2. You can usually kind of get the vibe where it's like, yeah, this is my sister, she'll do it. And then you're literally just signing them up or go over to the house and get it done. Or it's kind of like, no, like check them out. And then like you're still going to have to pitch them and sell them, but make sure you end up at the same price.
Have you ever had like a speech impediment or like a slur you've had to get over in your time of sales?
Unfortunately, no, but I know some people that have, and I think just with memorizing it and really role-playing it in front of a mirror, I think you could absolutely conquer it, or if it's one of your reps, just doing it in front of a mirror and having it memorized, you can find a way to figure it out. Let's take 1 more, and then I'll wrap up, Drew.
Say that one more time.
Let's do 1 more, and then I'll
Okay,
wrap
1
up.
more question, guys. Okay, right here in the middle. And then Cody, following her question, any closing remarks would be awesome.
I got you. Love you.
What's the biggest mistake rookies make when they're signing people up?
I think it's just over talking and getting a little bit nervous, or especially when you get pushback on the cancellation fee. They get a little wobbly, kind of pee down their leg a little bit, and then they just start over explaining, and then that customer can feel your nervousness. Whereas if you're just short, sweet, and simple, oh, there's a cancel fee, yep, just $289, and then just keep going. So just keep it simple, have this process memorized. Guys and gals, it's on Great University, so I would recommend watching that every single week until you touch the summer, because those that have managed or have had recruits, usually the first couple weeks, your first calls are always like, I got this deal and I can't sign them up. But if you literally watch it, it's crystal clear on how to sign them up start to finish. Let's kill it this summer. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap up. So my commitments for y'all, memorize and apply it. Fab 5 is the great way to sign up a customer. Always ask twice for guac and always ask for referrals. Actually ask the question. Pause and wait for their response. Do you know of any neighbors, family, or friends that need pest control? Pause, wait, get the response. Do you guys have a neighborhood Facebook or Nextdoor app? Because in 2024, we would send the solidify the sell text behind, and then we'd kind of be like, hey, tell us if you got any referrals. Actually ask. And so, guys, to wrap up, guys, this is my LDS mission president. That's President Rowley. That's my sweet wife before we had Walker. Guys, that's where I had Walker and Alexa come up. These are my parents. Because, guys, I've always done it the Fab 5 way. And it's like whether it's life, whether it's job, whether it's with my friends, whether it's with my family, whether it's with my recruits, you want to be proud of your work. Where I've now had 300-400 reps work with me, and I literally will run into them at Vossler, I'll run into them at the gym, or I'll run into them at a lunch or wherever. And those that are proud of their work, it's like, what's up, how are you? Those that aren't, or maybe those that didn't work hard or skirted the system, they won't maintain eye contact with me. So literally, besides all these 3 things, my challenge to y'all guys is do it the right way. Me, Drew, Seeger, Brock, Alec, Dylan, we've given our heart and soul to this company, and this is where it's like, now come in and take it to the next level. Because, guys, having do this, and like last spring, having the GPS where I had my parents came up on stage, who was at the last GPS? Met my parents, good old Reed and Deb, called y'all candy ass, love my dad. But guys, that was one of the most special moments in my career, and that's something that, again, thinking about the rookie for like waking up the day with a referral, thinking about that with my parents, like I want you all to have that. And so it starts now with the Fab 5 way. If you're behind your goal, if you're tired, if you're not where you want to be, do not skirt your standards, guys. In my life, unfortunately, I love my parents, but they're older. I've been to 22 funerals in my life. And so when you have to do 3 or 4 eulogies and you have to put someone's whole life into 10 pages, you realize what matters and what's important. And at the end of the day, cars, money, swag, Retta, all that stuff, None of it matters. What matters is your word and your reputation. And so if you've learned anything from me tonight, guys, be able to do it the right way and do it the Fab 5 way. Okay, love y'all, guys.
One more time, let's give it up for Cody Olive, huh? Come on. He's my little raffle girl tonight as well. He's volunteering. Look at him. Okay. For the virtual raffle, and we're going to do it a little bit different. Instead of Brooke Jensen texting you, Crew Hawkins, you are the virtual raffle winner. I hope you're hearing this right now, and I hope you DM Brooke Jensen on Slack, and she will get you. Oh, that's great. I hope he's listening. I hope he's on. I hope he didn't hop off the link early. But you are the winner. Message Brooke Jensen. Okay, guys, really quick, tonight we've got a dope North Face grit fleece. We've done this one before. It's kind of vibes. Let's get a drum roll for the Sarge, huh? No peeking.
We got Cameron Copeland.
Where you at? Where you at, Cam? Congrats, brother. Okay, we've got a gritified Apple Watch with Kodak on it. You gotta love that. Okay. Somehow it's gritified, don't know. Let me get a drum roll. Let me get a drum roll.
We got Beck Terry.
Fire me up, Beck. Don't tell me you left. He's here. Give it up for Beck, huh? Come on. Congrats, brother. Okay, guys. So much good stuff was dropped by Cody. Guys, like, if you think that the stuff that was talked about tonight won't pay you massive, massive, massive dividends and tens of thousands of dollars, you are just dead wrong. And guys, if you sign up anyone outside of the way that Cody signs up, you're doing it in the most shit way possible. This is the way, the only way, and the light, the truth, and the way. So do it this way. Again, go back through Grit U. In the closing portion of Grit U, that's when Cody does like the closing and how to sign someone up and how to execute Fab 5. It's a pretty gas video. It's from the Meta Glasses. There should be no grayness when it comes to learning how to sign someone up. It's pretty straightforward. So other than that, guys, we got B-dubs in the gym. It's pretty blessed. Take enough for yourself. Wait for everyone to go through the line. Please don't make a mess. We've got chair racks, one over here. Someone will grab one in the hallway and bring it over here. Help re-rack your chairs, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Drive safe.